Hello, the internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I am Sefi, and we're going to be talking about shops today and what you should prioritize buying on all of them. We'll go over the event shops, over all the normal shops, spare bodies, arena, normal shop, and also the cash shop and what's important buying in there. Before we start, leave a like, subscribe, go follow on Twitch, it's on top. And let's get into the video directly, starting with, I think the cash shop is the easiest one to start and we can remove them from the list, right? I'm gonna only be talking about 3 things here that are worth buying. First of all, the monthly card, the one for 5 packs. You get a multi per month for 5 packs. That's pretty good, pretty standard on NIKKE gacha. The $15 one, I already made a video. I don't think it's worth buying. If you do end up buying this, you get Cordas or the burst manuals too. That's going to be the most important resource in the box. In the cash shop, there are only other 2 things that you might be able to buy. That's kind of nice. One that I can show because I don't have, and that is in between these 2, and that's the campaign package. You can buy 2 campaign packages that will give you more than 10,000 gems each for $20, I believe. And then the last thing that you might consider buying, depending on the character, is the mission pass. So if you like the character on the mission pass and the skin, then you are getting between 20 and 25 pulls, depending on the mission pass. We are also getting 2 molds, 1 SSR and 1 SR, and sometimes resources. It depends on the mission pass. I don't know why they removed the Cordas from this one. There used to be some boxes. So it depends if we have 2 or 1. For example, right now we have 2 mission passes, or this one. So in this one, we are getting resources, the 2 molds, the pulls, and the skin. If you like the characters and the skills that they are offering, I would suggest, get one. It's good, and you can dress up your waifus. That said, let's go into the important part of this video. That's going to be the normal shops, starting with the event one. When it comes down to events, they all follow the same pattern. You should be able to buy everything on all events. The most important part is that you buy the extra tries. I made a separate video on this, but this time they are shells. This will give you the ability to have extra runs where you will go and farm on the hardest difficulty possible Cordas. That's the most important part on any event. You are getting an extra level 1.5 or so almost 2 weeks of progress, which is amazing. Other than that, of course, get the pools always and the chips for the console, because it's a lot of extra power for your NIKKEs. Once again, even if you don't buy the extra tries, you should be able to buy everything as long as you complete all the challenges in the event and you get all the extra rewards. And once we talk about cash shop, now cash shop out of the way, events out of the way, let's move into the normal shop. And this is where a lot of people have trouble deciding what they need to buy. So let's start with general shop. You will have a free item, get that item, and you will have a daily free refresh. You will get this after chapter 13 or 14 with your Tactics Academy, if I remember correctly. Please do your daily refresh. That means you have 2 free items, and then sometimes you'll get stuff for 150k, which is usually either gifts or some battle data set, which is welcome. There's sometimes Cordas which is on sale. This is more if you are a spender. If not, I would not recommend getting Cordas this way. When it comes down to these pieces of gear here, they are never worth it because they are too expensive to even be considered good fodder. Now, moving into the union shop, this is going to be personal preference. There is people who prefer to get dupes for their waifus and get them to MLB as soon as possible. There is people who will always prefer to get, the batteries to level up your cubes. I think getting the cubes is better because the rehabilitation units will take a long ass time to get them, and honestly only guilty it's worth MLBing, maybe Nihilister when we do more tests, but so far they are too expensive and you are better off buying the batteries. But again, that's personal preference, and if you want to get your waifus because of the animation on the lobby, get that. When it comes to what cube, you need to prioritize resilience or bastion, one of the 2. Get them to level 7 as fast as you can, and then the rest you can level them up evenly. Then moving into the body label shop. Now, here's the thing, right? If you buy the thing that's on sale every day, that's the smart thing. But we are not smart. We like gambling. So I've never bought anything else in the shop other than the high quality mods, because that is extra pulls that I'm getting, and with some luck we are getting, the 61% guaranteed SSR. Guaranteed. Moving into the arena shop, the only thing I buy here, it's the cold manual selection box. I have like 4,000 of those already. Once again, the gear that's in here is not even worth to be considered used as fodder, and it's too expensive. When it comes to the manuals themselves, my rule of thumb is I only buy until I get 300. When I get past 300, I don't buy anymore because I still have once again 4,000 of these boxes. That is a good way of keep saving currency and always being able to buy stuff. In the future, maybe they introduce more things to the shop and we'll be able to buy that as well. Now, Million shop, this is an interesting one. If it comes down to golden tickets, this is personal preference. I will never ticket units unless they are meta limited or pilgrims. Those are like the three ones I will say free-to-plays might want to ticket. Even if they are meta, for example, in the case of Neon, I don't think it's worth it. Sorry, not meta limited. Even if she's limited, I don't think she's worth ticketing for 200 pools. When it comes down to your silver village, if you are past 160, this is just for your waifus, 100%. To either get someone to core 7 or maybe to get more units to MLB for the background, whatever you prefer, right? And then lastly, the recycling shop. Right now, the only things I'm buying here are the credits, the core dust, and the gems. This is a weekly reset. The gifts are not a bad option if you need them, but I'm one of those persons that only give gifts when I need, like once a day, twice a day, maybe for the daily missions, and that's it. So I always have plenty of gifts for my NIKKEs, and I don't need to buy these ones. They are pretty good for the experience they provide, but once again, if you buy these every week, sometimes you might not have enough for one of the rotations on the shop. So this is more of an up to you thing. And honestly, that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the shops because I know there are a lot of new players that have troubles deciding what they need to buy or what they need to skip. So I wanted to make this video. We also have a couple of guides on the website on waifus.com if you want to get more in-depth into what's worth buying or not when it comes to real money or most of the shops. All that said, thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. If you want to join them, you can with the link in the description down below. We are still waiting for Nero's kit to make a first impression and also to see the whole Drake skin. I really want to see the skin to see if it's worth those 60 bucks or it's going to be a flop. That said, thank you for watching. Good luck with your pool generates and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。